Is Israel willing to come to the table in good faith and open up negotiations at this point?
The only thing we're willing to negotiate currently is the surrender of the terrorists and coming back home of the hostages that have been held for about 80 days by the terrorists in really poor condition in Gaza. That's the only thing on the table. Hamas is willing to surrender, and if we can get our hostages back. This is the only thing currently that is on the table on our behalf. And if we're forced to continue fighting, I remind you, this is a war that's been forced upon us. We didn't choose to go to this war. It's been forced on us. So if we have to continue fighting to achieve these goals, we will.
This weekend, we were tracking a particularly deadly attack, an Israeli airstrike on a refugee camp in central Gaza that left at least 70 dead. Does Israel need to do more to prevent civilian deaths in Gaza?
Well, a few things about that. First of all, make no mistake, it's heartbreaking when uninvolved people are getting killed or harmed in any way. This is definitely not our intention. Second of all, we're very cautious when we're dealing with numbers that come out from Hamas or from the Ministry of Health, which is governed by Hamas, because we saw in previous cases that in many times it's fake, as was in the case with the hospital. Third of all, we're really taking any possible measure unprecedented by any army in the world when fighting terrorists to minimize collateral damage. But of course, sometimes in war, there is collateral damage and people do get hurt, uninvolved people. And that's even more so when Hamas uses them as human shields and surround himself in citizens deliberately in order for them to get hurt. Having said that, we are very focused, we're very targeted on aiming only at Hamas fighters. For the most part, this is what happens.
We see numbers and video like the ones from this weekend, more than 70 dead in a refugee camp in central Gaza. And we know, of course, the number released as well, now more than 20,000 casualties in Gaza. Are you concerned at all about the optics of this war, as TikTok and social media are just flooded with images and video of Palestinians and innocent civilians dead and suffering?
First of all, war always looks bad. War is not something we choose out of free will to go. Again, it was forced upon us. Of course, war looks bad, and uninvolved people getting hurt looks bad. But it's not only about the images that are coming out, it's about the alternative. If the alternative of Israel, of the US, of the free world is surrounded with the barbaric, sadistic terrorists, then it's not a good alternative. We're always open to hear, and we open-hearted discussing with all our friends throughout the world, US included, about how to make things better. But eventually, when you make policy, you have to choose between options that you have, not the options you would wish to have. And within the options that we have, we think we're making the utmost in order to fight and keep ourselves to the highest possible moral standards.
I wanted to ask if you have any comment. There was a new report from the Wall Street Journal over the weekend that just a few days after the October 7th attack, Biden was on a call with Netanyahu, that he convinced him to halt a preemptive strike against Iran-backed Hezbollah. Do you have any comment on whether or not that occurred?
I don't have first-hand knowledge about what happened in the discussions between Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Biden. But the US is the best ally, very close ally to us. So it's only natural a lot of things comes up between the leaders. And I also tell you that we're facing terror from Lebanon as well, as the terrorists from Lebanon keep bombarding our cities. And we're trying to tackle that to the best of our abilities, with or without certain measures that we could take.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.